Hi, I'm Alexandria Sampson.
And I'm Alexandria Glenn, here with Equal Access.
And we're here at the Dismantling the School to Prison Pipeline event. Hi, I'm here with Kathy Williams, Associate Director for Hidden Voices. Kathy, how are you doing?
I'm doing fine. How are you?
I'm doing good. So for those who don't know, can you tell me a little bit about the School to Prison Pipeline and what that is?
Sure. The school to prison pipeline is the issue that surrounds high rate suspension and the correlation between suspension rates, students of color, and the pipeline into the prison system. We know that there's a correlation between high stakes testing, suspension rates, low income socioeconomic status, and then the perpetuation of getting into the prison system. And so that's what this issue looks at.
Okay, and I'm actually glad you brought up students of color, because I was wondering, considering this is an HBCU, can you tell me a little bit about what role race plays into that?
Oh, sure. We know that disproportionately students of color are suspended at higher rates for lesser charges, or that lesser charges are oftentimes white students will not be suspended as often as students of color. And because we know that, and also we know that there is a disproportionate number of people of color in the U.S. prison system.
Can you tell me a little about your role in just educating people about this issue?
Well, I am a professor at UNC in dramatic art. I've been a professional actress for a long time. My colleague Lyndon Harris and I run Hidden Voices, which is a nonprofit that works to bring underrepresented voices into a public forum to facilitate change. So we often work with people who are marginalized and around issues that are not well understood or well publicized in sort of the commercial end of theater. The best way to learn about an issue, we think, is by going to the people who are directly involved. So for this project, we actually interviewed students, teachers, lawyers, judges, social justice workers, all kinds of people who have a stake in the school to prison pipeline. And then we put all of that together, we compile it into a script, we invite community people and some professional people, and they perform it, and we get the discussion started and hopefully change the world.
All right, thank you. This was Alexandria Sampson signing out.
I'm with Lyndon Harris, the director of Hidden Voices. So Lyndon, what inspired you to write about the prison pipeline?
In 2010, the Advancement Project out of Washington, D.C. came to Durham, and they said they wanted to start a national grassroots movement to dismantle the school to prison pipeline, and asked if we'd like to be a part of it. And we said, absolutely, what is that? So in 2010, really, nobody kind of knew that phrase. And what's really exciting to see is how much of a change there's been just in those 4 years. That's how we got interested, and so we started a Hidden Voices project in 2010. We went around the state of North Carolina and interviewed a couple of hundred people about their experiences with the school to prison pipeline, and then out of that we created a performance, and then from that performance we created this what we call a cycle of monologues, where you hear 19 monologues that are composites from voices around the state.
Why do you think that it's important for people to be educated on the prison pipeline?
I think it's absolutely critical, because you either grew up in it and are a part of it, or you know nothing about it. Because we live in these two really separate worlds in that area, like who goes to prison and who doesn't. And as somebody says in one of the monologues, they represented, kids for 20 years, and they had seen fewer than 20 white kids in their court. So I think it's just really, really critical that everybody understand it, because together we can fix it. This is not a problem that can't be solved. It absolutely can. So if we can come together to work on it, we can absolutely fix it.
Okay. Thank you. This is Alexandria Glenn signing out.
We don't deal with problem children. We deal with children who have problems. People say, our schools are failing us. Our schools are failing our kids. Listen, by the time our kids arrive at kindergarten, the gap is already huge. And what created that? It's not our schools, it's our communities that are failing us. And by focusing on teachers, we are shifting the attention from the real problem, which is poverty. That's what we need to talk about. And if we want to fix that, we're going to have to do it collectively.